This is a way to never have an argument again. If you never want to argue with anyone again, just watch this video. You never need to argue your point. You never need to fight against someone else's ideas. What you need to do is learn how to have conversations based on your frequency levels. So, the Bible says that the beginning of knowledge is the fear of God, meaning that we can assume that Adam walking in this relationship with God was wise, he had understanding, he had knowledge, he had the abilities to name the animal kingdom. And he named it names that God resonated with, like the Lion of Judah is a name that Adam saw fit. Using his wisdom, he saw fit to name the lion that name. And God saw that that name was good. And I think it was through the act of wisdom that Adam had that ability to know exactly what to name things, because there's power in naming things. It's like naming a corporation. You have to use your intellect, you have to use your wisdom to name a thing what it's supposed to be named. We could see clearly that Adam was operating in wisdom. But one thing that happened in the garden was this thing called a fall, where Adam fell from his relationship from God. But what we could also see is he also fell from wisdom. He also fell from knowledge and understanding. There's a proverb that says, wisdom is in the public square. Wisdom is crying out to all who are simple. There's this public declaration that wisdom is calling to people to say, listen to me, receive me, use me for clarity, use me for understanding, apply me to your life. Wisdom is calling out to people who fell from this relationship with God and wisdom, because the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge and understanding, and you can't have wisdom without understanding and knowledge. So now human beings are naturally in pursuit of all of these things: knowledge, wisdom, understanding. And if you really look at the Proverbs, it's advocating, pick, if you can do all these things, don't go for silver and gold, go for knowledge and understanding, because then you have wisdom to be able to get the things that you would need in life. Here's where the argument thing comes into play. When you do pursue wisdom, when you do pursue understanding, when you do pursue clarity, not everyone is pursuing those things like you're pursuing those things. So the things that they want to argue about, you have clarity with, you don't want to argue with, you just want to bring understanding to, but they're not ready for understanding. And this is a message for myself, because I catch myself all the time arguing topics and debating, going back and forth, trying to change someone's mind. You can't change someone's mind until they change their frequency. We all are operating at a certain level, at a certain frequency, and that frequency is how we see the world. That's our perspective. So if they have a lower frequency than you, then they're viewing the world from their own point of view. You can't change their worldview. You can't change their point of view. Your frequency levels are only up to you to control. No one can change your mind. And that's the power of free will. That's the power of free choice. Person in the driver's seat is the only one that can change their mind. So what I would say, only debate with people who are on your frequency level. Does that mean don't listen to people who are not on your level? That's not what that means. What it means is have grace for those who are not necessarily on the same frequency as you. Have grace for them. Understand that they're on their own journey to truth and on their journey to search for understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. But I would say if you're going to take time to go back and forth and to argue, it's not worth it for someone who's not on the same frequency as you. Identify your own frequency. The books that you read, the things that you listen to, the things that you consume, identify what frequency level you're on. And when you experience the world, identify what level people are on, so you know who is able to have a deep conversation, you know who is able to go into business with you, you know who is able to go into relationship with you. The problem is we're not identifying frequencies, and I think that we do ourselves a disservice to not identify how we operate mentally. We're all operating on different levels, and it's not to judge or condemn people who are not on your level, but it's like I said before, it's to have grace It's to have understanding, and it's to not lose time, energy, resources going back and forth trying to change someone's mind who's not ready to be changed. You can't change someone's mind until they change their frequency. No more arguing. No more going back and forth. No more trying to change someone's mind. You free yourself when you realize that you can't do anything about it. Even God is waiting for your heart to be ready so that your mind can be transformed and renewed by His word. But if your mind is not ready to be transformed, if your frequency is not ready to be raised, then leave it alone. Don't argue. Don't go back and forth. Peace.